Hey, goodness to you. It's Sporty King. And you know me, I like to say goodness because I don't know whether you're watching morning, afternoon, or evening. But then I always like to say, isn't it great to have good in front of your salutation? We got less than 2 minutes for today's message. I like to come on 3 minutes early on Friday to give people a chance to settle in because we got a nice short message. My Gift Friday message is nice and short. So, but I do like to give my shout out. So definitely let me know where you're watching in from. Even if you're watching the video, let me know so I can at least say thank you and continue to share the blessings of our connection. So that's it. Hey, we got nice. I'm not one to necessarily talk about the weather, but you know what? You got to mix it up sometimes. It's hot in Charlotte. Yesterday, I call my cardio grass cutting. Man, my brother kept saying, "Yo, it's 90 degrees." I cut that thing in three different legs. Took cut, stop, cut, stop, cut, finish. Yeah, and then I only did the front, so I still got to do the back. But it's been I've been on the road. Y'all know I've been gone. We got less than a minute for today's message. Y'all know I've been gone for the month of July, so I haven't been home a lot. And then when I was home, it always seemed to rain at least one of those days, a heavy rain, and you can't cut the grass in heavy rain. And so I had to leave it and then let it continue to grow. So my grass is nice and high and thick. So yeah, so I got one more thick grass to cut, and then I'll be back on pace. So I'm happy. It's never a complaint. It's always joy to see how God is working things out in your favor because that's what it is, always in your favor. So we got less than 10 seconds for today's message. So let's get ready to roll. All right. And if this is your first time, let me say to you, welcome. Welcome to Gift Friday. How many times have you heard someone use the cliche TGIF? Thank God it's Friday. But I ask, what allure does Friday have to the person who took their last breath on Thursday or any day before that for that matter? Therefore, I use what I learned through Psalm 92 and 2, and that is, it is good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning. Let me blow that up some. It is good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning, your faithfulness in the evening. So instead of using TGIF, what I use is TGIT. Nope, don't throw that Thursday in there with the T. TGIT, thank God it's today. And then TGIT, thank God it's tonight. Because the gift and blessing to be able to go to sleep, go wake up, go the whole day and get a chance to do it again, that's TGIT. Thank God it's today and thank God it's tonight, which also allows me to add another biblical reference in there for you, and that is Matthew 6 and 34. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own troubles. TGIT. Thank God it's tonight. Today's trouble is enough for today. TGIT. Thank God it's today. So let me go back to TGIF and let's consider another use for TGIF, and that is trusting God is free. Think about what it costs to be blessed with the greatest gift of the day, waking up. Trusting God is free. And that still moves us into realizing that when we move the T in TGIF from the front to the end, we find what we really must give God thanks for, and that is today. Thus, Gift Friday, GIFT, God is for today. This is the online sharing of one of my original poems or poetic messages and its possible uses to inspire audiences online, in person, or in spirit. Each poem will then be my gift to you. So here you hear me read it and share this week's gift. Then you can download your colorful keepsake copy from Facebook or LinkedIn, where I'll post it after the reading. Now, over these last few years, one thing that you can say about the pandemic, it slightly changed technology from being a way to avoid human contact to craving it. And in that craving comes an outpouring of communication, compassion, and empathy. Perhaps giving new meaning to a phrase and a prayer so many people use on autopilot yet have a hard time believing. I'm calling them two four-word toughies. The first is the phrase to each his own. As you think about how often you've heard it said, think about where you've heard it said. That will usually be at the end of a sentence or paragraph after you're stating how much one disagree, after stating how much you disagree with someone else's lifestyle or choices. Here's a sample. "Huh, well, I think that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I can't believe they think it makes the smallest amount of sense. But hey, to each his own." Okay. All right. Now, meanwhile, this Friday's gift poem is the other toughie. I will be done. See, we learn it in the Lord's Prayer. We learn it by rote. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. But that's why I'm going to show you that it's a toughie, because it's the after the dedication poem in my book, A Poet and Every Prophet, it's the first poem. And in A Poet and Every Prophet, that book chronicles my poetry from 2001 to 2011. To see the state of mind I was in each of those years. So the poems may not necessarily connect other than being written in that same year. So they're separated by each year. And then Thy Will Be Done was actually written in 1999. And I use it more to bless the book than to have it as a poem. And I believe that you'll understand why. So here is Thy Will Be Done. Okay, say that with me. Thy will be done. That wasn't too hard, was it? Now try believing it. You see, I remember being down on my knees, muttering those four words and thinking that after the kingdom arrived, all God's plans would be fulfilled. I remember thinking that. Now I know it. And what I know is that the kingdom has arrived. And the mysterious ways many have considered a part of God's handiwork are nothing more than the countless blessings in his crystal clear plans that we are just not aware of. So, this new road we take to healing begins with our latest testimony of appreciation for life, a testimony that will last at least until we get out the door and back to cursing drivers who cut us off, rolling our eyes at a teenage outfit, or blaming a small tree for a forest fire. But hey, to each his own. A testimony born from tragedy that questions Thy's will, Will. What is the Lord's lesson? Have you ever found yourself constantly asking, how will I get through this one? When will you lift this burden? Where will I go from here? Why me? And his answer will be, are you done yet? You see, done, D-O-N-E, is delivering my omnipotent news every day. Are you done yet? Or do you profess faith only in convenient retrospect? I scheduled this day for you because Job is no longer available. I scheduled this day because I love you. And this new level is not made to have you question me, but to help you understand me. Understand that what I want for you, what I want is for you to love me and live by me every day. How? Anger is controllable and will only blind you from the blessing I woke you up with today. When? This pain is temporary, yet temporary can last a long time. Where? Loss is necessary and always precedes growth. Why? Understand that even if you don't, I'll always love you. You see, I'm done delivering my omnipotent news every day. Listener, reader, you and Joey Waddell, everything is good. Joey and anybody who comes on the video, you are God's omnipotent news. I want you to relax and enjoy how he uses you to deliver. To do that, turn those toughies around. See See, you've got to let God's will really find its spot in your life. Once you've done that, you still may not like what someone else is doing. Yet you might find yourself able to put that phrase in the front of another four-word toughie. Live and let live. Download your copy from Facebook or LinkedIn. And if you like a copy of the book, head on over to my website. I will be done. Head on over to my website at sportyking.com. And remember that God is for today. It's going to be another good day, and you're going to get another chance to contribute to it. Thank you. Bless you. And over and out. Thanks, Joey. It was me and you. And again, anybody, if you're coming on and watching the video, put your comments in there. How easy was it for you to learn how to say thy will be done in terms of learning the Lord prayers? And how tough has it been to live those words? Because it is hard. So again, it's not slapping anybody's wrist. It's a hard prayer to live, because we are surrounded by people who are believing they're living God's will. And in fact, I believe that they are. I don't say there's no such thing as evil. There's evil. I have a poem actually that just thought about called My Rainbow is Real. And it's about how if we live life from the end going forward, we could see that the knuckleheads, jerks, and cheats were important to our development and growth and life. So, wisdom being in retrospect. But anyway, I digress and I move on. And God bless you. Have a wonderfully safe weekend. And I'll see you next week on Gift Friday. Ciao.